what can you do that Amazon can't?
Yeah, look, I think, big is not always better. I think if you look at the history of innovation, if big was always better, new companies would never come up. And I think if you look at in technology, the innovation is happening at such a rapid pace, and the market's still so nascent, right? I was looking at the data yesterday. Only 10% of all retail sales in the US in Q3 is e-commerce. Only 10%. And so when you have that is such a large population and large market, not one or two players can serve everybody perfectly. Right. So there's a lot of room for innovate and
what is your innovation? What are you going to do?
That's you need to stay tuned.
We have to stay tuned to that. Okay, but you will offer something that Amazon is not. Is that right?
Of course.
And you kind of said on the way out here, you are scared of Amazon, though. You're going to be watching them. You watch what they do, and you need to protect your business from it.
I think you should always be very fearful of your competition, but you shouldn't let fear drive it. I think the big thing that what I learned over the last 20 years focusing on technology, I think it's all about, first you really have to identify who your customer is. And I think there's so many companies always forget who their customers are. And once you identify your customers are, you have to be maniacally focused on serving that customers the best.
Well, now you sound like Jeff Bezos. That's what he says, customer first. So you're probably off to a good start now. You are no stranger to e-commerce. You worked on Alibaba's IPO. What lessons did you learn from Jack Ma?
I think probably the most amazing lesson I learned from Jack and my time working with Alibaba Group. IPO is not the only thing. I advised them buying back share from Yahoo. When we were at Credit Suisse, we actually invested $50 million during the convertible process. I think one thing that I really admire about how great culture he built. Mm-hmm. I think the culture is the immune system of a company. Because when you build a company, you're going to have a good time and you have a bad time. Because if you need to have a strong immune system to survive through it. And the culture is the immune system. And he built an incredible immune system, the team he put together, the culture he created, and the partnership culture. That's really, really remarkable. And I think as I think about building the new business and trying to recruit people, I think culture is probably one of the most important things we want to do. Because if you put together the right culture and right innovation and a great team, people can do impossible.